Hey folks, I am here to show you some CDs and some records I picked up at the Great Escape this past week. If I sound terrible, it's because my allergies are really kicking my butt. Uh, but I'm wanting to show these records and I'm wanting to get some kind of discussion going. So we're going to soldier on. Uh, the second little item of business, hi Aretha, is I wanted to make you all aware of my Instagram account. It's Dauphin12. I'm going to be doing more on this channel regarding Instagram because I find that I don't have a big account. I only have like maybe 260 followers, which is actually more than this channel on YouTube. But the numbers are getting big enough to where I can actually start seeing trends and stuff. So I find it fascinating. Let's not sniff my drink. Thank you, Aretha. Anyway, but the numbers are interesting, and I feel like you know, uh, little video here and there discussing some of the surprises that come up when I post a album, and there have been some. Uh, might be kind of interesting. Certainly not scientific, but interesting nonetheless. All right. So if you want to go over, that is Dolphandale 12. And let's jump into these records. Can we get into these records, Aretha? This girl is getting so big. She's not going to fight me. I'll show you. Look how big this girl's getting. Oh, see how big that girl. She's squirmy, though. She's got all that kitten energy. All right, so let's jump into the vinyl first. Pulled this from Dollar Rack, or Dollar Bin. Christmas with the Chuck Wagon Gang. And it's got some stuff on it. And by stuff, I mean stuff that I need to get off. So this is on the Harmony label. But I didn't see any kind of real scratches. I'm just hoping that whatever is on it will come off in the spin clean. Give it a whirl for $1. I thought not bad. Now normally I don't buy a whole lot of albums in this kind of condition, but it was only a couple bucks. It's John Fogerty. You can see it's got some damage down here. But we don't play the covers, do we, Lise? So there's John Fogerty. This is the 75 album. I always like seeing animals on the covers. On Asylum Records. Just started getting into Fogerty. Been really enjoying the Blue Mountain Rangers. I don't remember. I'll learn one of these days. I'll learn to quit bringing stuff up when I can't easily. All right, Aretha, thank you for the help. Now go mess with Jake. Jake's around here somewhere. Where are you, Jake? Now we got Stephen Stills, Illegal Stills. I recently picked up one of his and spun it and really enjoyed it. And found out that he has a connection to some other artists that I've discovered this year. And this is a 76 album. It does, well, original outer sleeve with lyrics and credits. This is on CBS or Columbia. I guess that's the same thing. All right, next up, the Stills Young album. This is a 76 recording. Kind of a neat, it kind of looks like a picture on the front, and then on the back it's like got the wire thing that you would hang it on. Original outer sleeve, looking very paper baggish, with song lyrics on reprise. And then, real excited about this, Stephen Stills Manassas, Down the Road. And this is what I'm talking about when I say some of the artists that I've gotten to know over this year. Chris Hillman, Al Perkins. Al Perkins plays a lot on some of the Maranatha albums that I've been picking up. I think Hillman has played on some of those as well. But yeah, so I'm very excited to clean this up and give it a spin. It is a 73 recording. It does have, well, it's not in the original outer sleeve. There's the original outer sleeve. Atlantic label. But yeah, so all this started when I discovered Richie Furay last year, and then went to Chris Hillman, and then started seeing all the Maranatha guys and realizing all the connections and all of that. So, all right, the next is a blues rock band. I'm doing some, I think I'm getting sucked into some cat food fighting down here. All right, so, wow. It is early in the morning, okay? What Willie? Blues rock band. This looks like, this cover, I swear, looks like something out of Mad Magazine. Here's the gatefold. Love some blues rock. Of course, this is on Capricorn Records. And I associate that with, is it Mason Prophet or is it Grinder Switch? I can't remember. Anyway, I was just watching a video where H2 Vinyl is doing a 200 subscribers contest, and it's going to be based on labels. I'll definitely going to try to get in on that. Shoot a video for that contest. I'll put a link in the description for his channel so you can see that. I said we're going to jump, so we've already hit kind of Heartland rock, or I don't know, hippie rock, or whatever you call that, to blues rock. Now let's do some black gospel. We got some the Staples. Love the Staples. I was looking for a list. Hello, Aretha. Is Jake not wanting to play? Where's Jake? Original outer sleeve, I guess. It is Warner Brothers. Yeah, Warner Brothers, Family Tree, the Staples. Reason I was looking, I was kind of hoping they'd identify Mavis on here. I guess she'd be so young. I'm not sure I would recognize exactly who she is on the front. I don't know, but there are the staples. Family Tree. And the last of the vinyl, Al Green. The Lord will make a way. Love some Al Green. This is a 1980 Murr Records release. That's unique. I can't see. It looks like a bird. No, that's a hand. And I don't know what that's about. High Records. So what I'm looking at is, this is not, I see these Murr labels all the time. It's a Christian label. Russ Taff, Amy Grant, a lot of the big word record artists were on the Murr as one of the labels underneath Word. But this symbol I had never seen before. It's High Records, and I guess it's associated with Al Green. Interesting. So I love some Al Green, so I can't wait to. Interesting here. It also says lead guitar, Al Green. I didn't know he was a guitarist. All right. So let's get into these CDs real quick. Let's jump to jazz. Joey DeFrancesco. This is Singin' and Swingin'. (2001) Concord Records. Got a little booklet on it. I have several of his albums. I don't know that he sings on any of the ones I have. So that will be interesting. So it's just credits. Love. Well, when I got into jazz, one of the first artists that I got into was Jimmy Smith. So I'm always drawn to jazz organ players. All right, we're going to go from jazz to, I don't even know how to describe this, soul, Philly soul. We got Daryl Hall and John Oates, Abandoned Luncheonette. This has got She's Gone on it. Not much to see as far as the booklet, but Hall & Oates has always been one of my favorite bands. They were huge when I was in high school, though considerably after this, but that was more around the time of rock and soul. Then we got Daryl Hall and John Oates. I guess it's self-titled. On the back, it says it's often referred to as the Silver Album. Boy, people used to knock on 80s hairband guys for being pretty, but yeah, John, what's going on there? Sarah Smile is on this album. Go, Daryl Hall and John Oates. And then Bob Dylan, John Wesley Harding. And this has All Along the Watchtower on it. It's getting harder and harder for me to remember what I've got of Bob's and what I don't. Track listing. But this was $2, man. I was very pleased with that. Then we've got a big crack in it. Let me take it. Oh wow, this Case is really tore up. Not much of a booklet here, but Bob Dylan, Christmas in the Heart. And I'm not sure what's going on, but we got some Betty Page on the other side, so that's for Linda Legg. Then the CD itself kind of looks old timey. See if I can give you, if you can see that track listing. Looks like a lot of classic Christmas songs. Okay. Then picked up Guns N' Roses, The Spaghetti Incident. This is an album of covers. A little bit of a booklet with it. And then, of course, the CD itself kind of looks like a record album. I think that's one of the few Guns N' Roses CDs I didn't have. And then finally, Ozzy Osbourne. This is Black Rain. And on the side it says Tour Edition. So there is a bonus CD. I doubt you can. My camera gets pretty good resolution. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not. Okay. Ozzy Osbourne, Zakk Wylde, Mike Bordin, and Blasco. So, got some song lyrics. All right, and that does it. That's what I picked up at the Great Escape. Not much I'm too familiar with. Even the John Hall or Daryl Hall, John Oates CDs were a little bit before my time. Most of what is on there that I've heard, I guess, would have been on rock and soul. So yeah, tell me what you know. Go visit me on Instagram, DolphinDale12, and for me, for Aretha, Hurricane Aretha. And for Jake, wherever he is. Oh, he's right here. Say hey, Jake. Big couch potato. All right. So, have a great week, folks, and we'll see you soon.